Yeah. Yeah. Hola! You made it. Okay, we're gonna let her get ready. And then I'm gonna scoot this back because apparently. Because I know Sabrina is at her office. I want her to be able to see. Okay. Hey, Sabrina. All right, are you ready? Okay, we're gonna bring our feet out. We're gonna relax them underneath our. Oh wait, we gotta wait for your daughter. My granddaughter, Lena.
Helena.
Helena.
Helena. Yeah.
Helena. That's a pretty name. We'll wait on her. We'll let her come on in. Everybody can just wiggle around. Thank you. I can't tell you if I got it off of Amazon or Walmart. I'm not sure. I'm not positive. I don't know what that is. It's like a thing. All right. So we're going to place our feet underneath our hips. Make sure they're nice and spread out. Look at your toes. You're going to just roll up and back onto your toes. Just stretching everything. You need your chair. Grab your chair. And we're just going all the way up onto our toes. Back and forth. Just relaxing. Into our toes. And then coming back down, we're going to just go out and in. Out and in. Just nice and gentle. Try to keep those toes on the ground when you're rolling. So you're going to roll pinky and then toe. So okay, you're rolling up, rolling out. Yeah. Roll, roll. So we're rolling. Want to roll out? Roll it. All right. So now we're going to add our hands. So we're going to go up and down. Breathing in. Breathing down. Breathe in. Breathe down. Breathe in. Breathe down. Breathe in. Breathe down. Now we're going to breathe in and we're going to hold. And exhale. Breathe in. And exhale. Last one, breathe in. And exhale. Now we're going to go out with our hands, out and in, and then out, and then switch those hands. Out and in, out and in. And then going with the breath, breathing in and exhale. Breathe in and exhale. Breathe in and exhale. Breathe in and exhale. Breathe in, hold, and exhale. Breathe in and exhale. Last time, breathe in and exhale. And relax. Now we're going to pick up our foot, bring it up into a nice circle, and we're going to just move our wrists and circle our foot. And you're going to try to get all those toes in like you're grinding some grape or some wine. We want to get really good. We want to move this hip, get that grinding going. Move these wrists, get these fingers open, wide. Move it, move it. Get it nice and going. Imagine some nice Latin music. Let's get a nice, good circle. And then if you want to, you can just close your eyes and move your head. See how that changes everything. Does it make it easier or harder? And then relax. Do a couple of walks. Notice how one side's loosey-goosey, the other side's like, what? All right, grinding away, taking your wine, and then working those hips, those hands. Spread those fingers out. Looking good. You got it. It's a dancer over here. Nice and good. And then if you want to, you can close your eyes. And then move that head if you want. And relax. Okay, bringing our feet out a little bit further. We're going into a little bit more of a triangle pose. We're going to inhale, bring our hands up. And we're going to just bring our right hand down to the center, bringing that left hand up. Try to turn that left hand away from you. Try to get that hand all the way down. So if you need to move it out further to get it all the way down, move it out further. Just get it to where you need to get it. And hold. And then exhale up. Inhale, switching around the other side. Exhale up. Then we're going to go to the actual all the way to the left side. So we're going to go over to the left. Exhale up. Go over to the right. Exhale up. Then we're going to go down to the center. And exhale up. We're going to do that sequence 4 more times. So all the way down in the center. One hand, all the way back up. All the way down to the center. All the way back up. All the way to the left. All the way back up. All the way to the right. All the way back up. Both hands onto the feet. All the way back up. 3 more times. All the way down. Back up. 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 2 more times. Down. Back up. Down. Go with your breath. Back up. Down. Back up. Down. Back up. Down. Back up. Down. And 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 up. How's everybody feeling? Just wiggle back and forth now. Pushing those hips side to side. We're going to go into warrior one. So you're going to turn one foot out to the wall, drop the other foot back into 45-degree angle. You're going to bend your knee. We're not going to try to get our knee over our ankle. We're going to try to keep our knee at our ankle, so it's a nice block. We want to keep this leg nice and straight if possible. Your shifting is going to come from your hips. So you're going to shift this way. So the breast, this one should be lining up with the knee. So all of this should be lining up. And you're going to try to get into a nice, you can see how she's doing it. That's perfect. So you want to get into a nice sitting position, getting nice and comfortable. When you find that spot, you're going to bring your hands up, drop your shoulders, making sure your shoulders drop. Hold a ball. If that's comfortable, you can bring your hands together if you want to. But most people are going to probably be at holding the ball with their shoulders. So holding that ball, keep those elbows back so that they're not in front of your ears. They should be beside your ear. We're going to hold that, breathing in, breathing out. Then we're going to go into the next pose, which is warrior two. We're going to exhale. We're going to bring our arm out on both sides. And then you're going to turn your head to look at the arm that is away from you. And then our next pose, we're going to bring that arm that is away from us down to touch the back of our leg, turning our head forward and looking at our fingers. Then we're going to bring the hand that we're looking at all the way down, and we're either going to rest it on our knee, if that is where we need to stay so that we stay open. If that feels comfortable, you can go all the way down if you like to. Most people will probably be on their knee. Try to relax that thumb. Don't use that thumb as a support system because you can't hurt it. And look up at your hand. And then we're going to come all the way back into warrior one. All right, we're going to do that sequence again. Adjust yourself if you need to. Split out. If you're too far down, get everything comfortable. Feel the body. Feel where it needs to be. Breathe in and out. We're going to hold this for 4 breaths. Breathing in and out. And now we're going to go into warrior two. Looking over your hand, and we're going to breathe in and out for 4 breaths. And now we're going to arch back, placing our hand behind us, turning our head, looking up at the hand that is up in the sky. And then we're going to bring that hand all the way down. And once again, you can go to the floor, or you can hang out at your knee. Goal is to keep that chest open, so your face should be looking up at the sky, keeping that chest open. And then coming back up into warrior one and stepping forward. All right. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So stepping back on the other leg. So whichever one was in the front is now in the back. Whichever one was in the back is now in the front. Let me think. Yeah, it's going to be this leg. Yep, you're correct. It was the other leg. Okay. You can switch from me and I'm I gotta accept it. Just I have to sexy. I can't help people. All right. So breathing in, breathing out. We're gonna hold for 4 breaths. And then we're going to go to warrior two. Once again, you're working on this, trying to make sure that this is all open, the chest is open. This knee should have a nice bend, and this knee should be nice and straight. And then we're going to arch back, looking up at our hand. And then going all the way to our knee, looking back up at our hand. And now we're going to come back into warrior. Breathing in and out, relaxing the toes. And warrior two. And then arch back, looking up at. And then you all the way down to your elbow to your knee. And then coming back into warrior one. And step up. All right, back into the center. All right, so we're going to do some holding poses. We're going to start with our foot. We're going to just lift our knee up. Pick whichever knee you want to. Grab a chair if you need to. We're going to just lift up our knee. Give ourselves a nice big hug. Bring it all the way up. Try to flex that toe if you can. Get fully engaged. Find a focal point. Breathing in and out. And you're going to relax that knee. We're going to bring it out to the side. And then last one, we're going to wrap around and bring it down. Try to keep it next to your knee. And relax. Good job. All right, we're going to start on the other side. Bringing that knee up, flexing that toe. We're going to bring that knee out to the side. rotate that foot up, grabbing that toe and stretch. And relax. Okay, we're going to do that again. If you want to, instead of grabbing your knee, you can grab your foot. If you want to. You can grab your knee or you can grab your foot, whichever your heart desires. Just bend this knee if you need to put weight on it. And then you're going to go out to this side. And then rotate all the way back. And relax down. See if I can make it on this side. All right. Ready? On your spot. Come out to the side. The key is pushing into your hand. Keep your balance. Push into that hand. And then all the way to the back. And relax. All right, now we're going to do straight. We're going to bring our leg up. If you can bring your hands up over your head. Put it into the focus. Try to keep those elbows straight by your ear. We're going to go to the side. Bring those hands out. Drop that head if you can. And keep that toe flexed. And then go all the way to the back and bring this hand forward. And that basically is telling you whether your ankle is nice or relaxed. And release. Good job. That's intermediate stuff. All right. Ready? We're going to switch to the other side. Okay. Bring that foot up. Bring those hands up. Make sure that toe is engaged. Slowly go to the side. Drop your head if you can. And rotate to the back. And relax. Good job. All right. Now we're going to go into our horse stance spot. So you can pop up into this nice thing. Bring your hands into prayer. Bend your knees a little. And you're going to make sure this is all kind of like there's the butt out and there's the butt in. You want to be kind of in between. You don't want to be all the way out like this. You don't want to be all the way out like that. You want to be nice and tough. I always imagine like a diamond is in my butt and I need to keep it in. So there you go. And bring your hands into prayer. And you can just close your eyes, breathing in. And as you breathe in, I want you just to sink a little further into it, just until you get to that point where your body's like, nope, we aren't going any further. And then that's where I want you to kind of hang, find that spot. Make sure you're all in your toes, in your feet, that you're not putting your weight on one side or the other, that you're centered in your weight. Breathing in and out. And now we're going to just try to go a little further down if you can. You may need to bring your hands down to the ground. That's perfectly fine. And then we're going to just shift over to our right side, turn our right foot in, and do a nice side lunge. So we're just going to go down into a nice side lunge. And then we're going to walk over to the other side, turn that foot out, and go into a nice side lunge. A good stretch. Now we're going to go back on this side. We're going to leave this foot forward and go just a little further. So we're not going all the way down now, unless you can. But you're going to be kind of in the middle. And then we're going to go over to the other side. It's right in the middle. And then we're coming up, all the way up into flat back, bringing your arms out. Relax into that. Shift your weight over to the right side. Then shift your weight over to the left side. Then we're coming back into the center, and you're going to raise up, bring your hands all the way up over your head, and salute. And relax. Good job. Again, jump back in. All right. Find the edge of your mat. We're going to start doing our middle thing. We'll work our way to the floor. We're going to bring our hands up overhead. Make sure our feet are nice and good underneath our hips. Our hands are over our hips. We're going to go into what is flat back. So you're going to bend your knees, flatten your back. Then you're going to bring your hands behind you. Bring your head up, roll up onto your toes as though you're diving into a swimming pool. And you're going to drop those hands down in front of you into a forward fold. And then you're going to roll all the way up, very slowly, bringing your hands up, back over your head to do that sequence again. We're going to do that 3 more times. So breathing in, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale all the way. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Last time. Exhale, inhale, exhale. Staying here, we're going to walk our hands out. So you need to bend your knees if you need to. So your hands are on the ground. So bend your knees and walk out until your hands are on the ground. Or if you need to, you can go ahead and just go all the way to the ground if you need to. If you need to go into this position, you can. For the rest of us, we're going to walk into downward dog. So we're going to stay in downward dog like this. For the ones that are on the ground, your downward dog is going to be like this. So you're going to lay down with your knees, and then pull it up. And if you want to, you can just sit this one out. Yeah. You can sit in the chair and just stretch your low back down and just touch your toes during this position. Yep. And just touch your toes. And then we're going to just walk our feet, back and forth in a nice little biker pose. And for you, young lady sitting in the chair, I want you to just move your left hand over to your right, and then your right hand over to your left. And just hold those. Feel how that's stretching your shoulders? So we're just going to do a nice, good stretch. Now, for the ones of us in downward dog, I want us to lift our right knee up and bring it forward. So you're going into pigeon. All right, ma'am, you can come back up and you're going to put your right knee on your left knee. Yep. And then you're going to hold your foot with your hand. And then you're going to take your right hand and press down on your knee. Not actually on the knee, but like right here. Yep. And that's what you're doing while we're doing this. Okay, for the rest of us, we're here. If you want to, you can go all the way down into full pigeon. Get a nice good stretch. We're going to hang out here for a few minutes. So close your eyes, breathe in and out. Allow yourself to rest in this position. Allowing your body to rest. Breathing in, breathing out. Relax that mind. Focus on your breath. It's time to allow yourself to release any tension that you have. Focusing on your breath and your heartbeat. For some of us, this is very hard to do. We're very active. And so it's very hard for us to calm our mind. So any thoughts that come to your head, acknowledge them and let them go. And come back to your heartbeat and your breath. Coming back up, you're going to bring that knee back behind you. We're going to stretch into this position. So you're going to bend your elbows and put your butt up into the air and get a nice, good stretch. And then coming back up, we're going to go into pigeon on the other side. So bring the other foot forward. Find your comfortable position. Relax into it. Go all the way down if you want to. And just relax into that position, breathing in and out. Allowing yourself to rest. Allowing that hip to open. Allow yourself to get comfortable. Remember to let any thoughts that come through your head let them go. Now we're going to bring that knee back. We're going to go into child pose. So for you, you're just going to bring your knees up to your chest if you can. And relax down into child. You may just want to roll your toes up if you want to. And just relax down into child pose. Slowly rolling up. We're going to come into sitting position on the ground. You can come into easy pose if you want to crisscross, or you can stay on your toes, however you feel. We're going to bring our arms out to the side, and we're going to go into eagle pose. So you're going to cross one arm over the other, bend your elbows, rotate your hands around and touch, and then you're going to focus on the center of your hand where they join together. And I want you to just focus on that. Having one eye on one side and one eye on the other in the center. Allow yourself to find clarity. Breathing in and out. Focus on your breath. Breathing in and out. That's the hardest thing to do. Be still. And relax out. Just roll your shoulders a little bit, nice and gentle. Bring our hands back up. Whichever one was on the front is now on the bottom. Whichever one was on the bottom is now on the top. Find your stretch. And relax. And roll those shoulders nice and gentle. Okay, we're going to roll off of our feet. We're going to place our feet in front of us. We're going to get into a nice stag position, flexing our toes, sitting up straight. Try not to roll down. You want to be sitting up on that tailbone, having those shoulders nice and back, placing them by your hips, making sure that your palms are all the way into the ground. So you should be pressing into the palms. not into the fingertips. Should be nice and gentle. The wrist should be nice and relaxed. If it hurts the wrist, move it around so that it doesn't hurt. Looking up over your toes in front of you. Close your eyes and just focus on your breathing. And then you're going to relax, bringing that right knee in, your foot next to your thigh. Bringing this leg like this. Yep. And then you're going to just try to touch that toe if you can. If you need to start at your knee, just try to keep your chin up because you're looking up over your foot because we're engaging that low back. We don't want to not engage it. So we're going to slowly slide down with our breath till we get to our toe. If you can get to your toe without your knee bent, then you can lift that toe up and do an extra stretch that way. A good stretch. Try to make sure that you stay centered, that everything's nice and relaxed. Don't try to overwork yourself or overpull anything. And relax. Now you're going to bring that leg that's out in, and you're going into butterfly. So flap those lovely little wings of yours. Make sure you're sitting up straight and just flap those little wings. Nice, good hip opening. And then you're going to place your hands onto your legs below your knee. You're going to lean forward and you're going to just press down gently. You're not trying to shove your feet or your hands into your legs, pushing down gently to open up those hips. Nice and good. For some of you, you may want to switch to your elbows if you want to go a little bit lower. You can switch to the elbows. And for some of you, you may want to just put your hands all the way behind you. So you can go even further if you want to. Yep. Wherever you're at. For you, ma'am, put those little feet together. Put the feet together. There you go. Now open up your hips. Perfect. Don't think you're going to get away with it just because you're sitting in the chair busy. Open those hips up. Got to let those emotions out. Tell the world who you are. Breathing in and breathing out. And then slowly coming up. Bringing those knees together. You're going to walk up to your legs if you can. Wrap your hands together around your knees. If this is okay for you, you can try to lift up your feet. If not, you just hang out here to bring those knees together. Whatever you want to do. You just relax and breathe in and breathe out. Focusing on that abdomen. And relax down. Now you're going to take the leg that was bent at the original pose up the front, and then you're going to bend the other knee. Once again, sitting up nice and straight. Slowly bringing that hand to the middle of your leg if you need to, and you're just going to walk down and grab that toe. Make sure you're looking up over your foot. If you can do that comfortably and you're not bending that knee, you can try to lift up your ankle and just stretch that a little bit. Don't hold it too long. Just a little gentle stretch. And then coming back up, bring both feet in front of you again. Once again, sitting up in that staff position, we're going to slowly bring our hands down to our feet. Try to touch those toes, keeping that chin up, looking up over your head. Try to keep the back nice and straight. Stretching out that low back. And then relax up. We're going to bring our hands behind us now. And we're going to just slide our futon across the mat, or we can scoot it if you need to. Then we're going to bring our hands to our hips, and we're going to just gently roll down onto the mat. Yes, we're finally at the mat. We're going to lay here at the mat. We're going to bring our hands out to the side. And I want you just to close your eyes, breathe in, and let your feet drop to your knees, drop to one side. And then on the exhale, bring them up. On the inhale, drop them over to the other side. And just go back and forth, closing your eyes, allowing yourself to rock back and forth. Imagine that you're in the ocean or you're at a pool. You're just going to rock back and forth. Once you get your rhythm, you can add your head go in the opposite direction. Allow yourself to rest. Now I want you to pick a side, whichever one. I want you to just hold it on that side for just a few seconds. You can do about 30 seconds. I want you just to hold it nice and gentle. And then when you're ready, gently roll to the other side. And then bring those knees back to the center. You want them to fall away from you, going into goddess pose. So you're going to bring your knees up, and then when you bring your knees up, you're going to just let them fall away from each other. So you're basically doing a butterfly on the ground. And then when you're ready, place one hand on your heart, one hand on your abdominal. And I want you to just take a nice deep breath in. We're going to hold it, breathing in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now I want you to bring those knees together and just lay them flat out in front of you, or you can keep them bent, whichever one is more comfortable. And I want you to relax into your body, allowing yourself to rest. And I want you to think of this week as a restart. Every day you start anew. Every moment you start anew. All you have to do is breathe in and breathe out. You are not your past. You are not your future. You are only the choices of today. Make the best ones that you can. Thank yourself for the ones that came out good. Learn from the ones that didn't. But always breathe and relax into the chaos. Focusing on your breath, imagine that you are laying in a beautiful field, that there are flowers everywhere. You're comfortable. What are the flowers like? What are the sounds around?